Hi there. So today's topic is on minor scales. How many of you have difficulties teaching minor scales or have difficulties memorizing minor scales? I know a lot of students have difficulties understanding the difference between minor scales, or teachers have the difficulties of explaining it. That is why sometimes teachers tend to only focus on one particular minor scale instead of the three different qualities. I'm going to teach you the simplest way of memorizing or teaching minor scales. So first of all, we have to look at the three different quality of minor scales. We've got the natural, we've got the harmonic, and we've got the melodic. That is all you need to know. Natural, harmonic, and melodic. If you notice, the first letter of each word are the only letters in the alphabet that has a hump. Hump meaning a curve, right? So the N, the M, and the H also has a hump. So let's look into the difference of the minor scales. I'm going to take an example from my level 3 Stringstastic books of the violin, viola, and cello, and it's also available in the graded books as well. So minor scales. All you need to remember is natural, harmonic, and melodic. But the difference, what is the difference? Natural minor, if you see the word natural, what does it mean to you? It means normal. It means no change. It means that you don't touch it. You don't do anything about it. So which means when you play a natural minor scale, you just play the notes following the key signature. That is all. Be very careful, as students would say, we play the minor with no sharps or no flats. Try and get them to explain it as best as they can rather than that manner. Because if they're going to say without sharps and flats, then if they move on to a different minor scale, let's say a C minor scale, they're not going to be playing any sharps or flats as well. So say you are going to play the scale as it is following the key signature of the scale. Let's look at harmonic and melodic. The first letter of harmonic, H. How many humps does a H have? 1, which means it's got one change. Before moving forward, I'm just going to go to melodic. How many humps does the M have for melodic? 2, which means there are 2 changes in a melodic scale. In this day and age, students like to play computer games or play online games. So I take that into consideration when I explain things. So let's look back into harmonic scale. Let's say a student's learning an A minor scale, right? They are going to be remembering that they have to raise the G sharp. I don't like students to give me the letters, they need to give me the numbers. So I will be asking them questions which will guide them to answer the questions properly. My question for harmonic minor is, which note do you change or do you raise, depending on how you structure the question, in a harmonic minor scale? The first, second, third, fourth, sixth, or seventh note. Don't give them an option of answering a letter. Give them the only option of answering the number. Is it the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh note? Don't say is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Depending on which instrument, they might think that that's the fingering. So is it the first, second, third, fourth, sixth, or seventh note of the scale? And they all have to just remember the 7th. Don't give them the option of 8. They are most probably going to pick the last number. So when they know that it's the 7th note, let's look at melodic. There's 2 changes, right? Is it the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or 7th note? They might give you a 7th. Okay, fine, it's 7th. Now, what about the neighbor of the 7th? 6, which means that you raise the 6th and 7th note of melodic minor. Bearing in mind that the students play games, right? So let's look at melodic. It has 2 changes going up. Imagine this. When you play a scale and you raise the 6th and 7th note of the scale, by the time you reach the top of the scale, you run out of power or energy, which means that your notes are going to go back to normal. So when you come back down, you're just playing the normal scale following the key signature. If you want to explain it, you can follow the natural minor going down. Otherwise, that is all it is. So when you're explaining, after they get to understand the difference between a natural, harmonic, and melodic, then ask them the question, okay, what is the seventh note of, let's say, an A minor scale? Remember, we do it by steps. Then they start calculating A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G sharp, okay. If a student doesn't get the right answer, get them to think out loud, because usually when they are thinking out loud, they can hear their thought process better. So that is the way that I would explain the minor scales. Good luck in explaining this. If you have a different way of helping your students memorizing minor scales, please do comment below. Otherwise, subscribe, like, and share this video. Until next time.